Hello everybody, my name is Dodie. I am going to do periodic table day nails and I'm using the Moira Scientist plate. I'm going to do these little elements and the periodic table. I am using She Modern sticky stamping polish just so I can guarantee a really great pickup. I'm using the Uber Chic, a pink scraper, and I'm using the Moyu London stamper. I'm going to stamp 2 periodic tables onto my plate because I'm going to place this one on my thumb. And then I'm going to paint it in with some reverse stamping. I love this pink scraper. It does a great job. I always scrape off the excess onto a paper towel just so my scraper doesn't get dirty. I'm going to pick up this little element that says oxygen. And I'm going to stamp that one twice. So I pick up all my images before I paint my nails. I fill them in and then I'll go back in and paint my nails and put on my reversed images. I'm going to get this little molecule here. And I went ahead and stamped it on some extra stampers, even though I could have stamped this one just without anything. I wanted to clean my plate up and kind of put it away. I like to paint in the reverse stamping with a brush. And you want to make sure that you lightly touch the plate. You really don't want your brush to touch the image at all, so you're kind of floating it on there. And I'm running real low on my paint, so I need to get some more paint. I'm just using some Zoya creams that I have. I flip it over every once in a while just to see if I have reached opacity. For my periodic table, I'm going to do these elements in blue. And I'm not going to worry about painting in every single square. That would just be very hard. So I'm just going to paint over the entire area here in blue. And I just float it over. And I always check it, and looks good. I'm using pink for these elements. Being careful to float my brush on and not to touch my brush onto the image itself. So I'm letting the paint just kind of flood that area. My husband says it's like painting a cookie. Like when you do sugar cookies and you're flooding with the royal icing. I'm going to actually show you me messing up on this one. But I went ahead and kept it, and I actually put it on one of my nails. It wasn't bad enough for me to do it all over again. I just don't like doing things over again, so. So that one looks good. Now this one is the one I messed up on. If you noticed, I didn't get enough paint on the brush, and I dragged it so it smeared the stamping image below. And you can see it right here. There's that smear. But it's okay. I'm using Great Lakes Lacquer, the greatest gift in honor. This is from PPU. This is a beautiful polish. I am painting 2 coats on. It has just a touch of pink in it. And I'm also putting on a top coat. I'm using KB Shimmer clearly on top. I'm going to clean up and let that dry down just a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can time it. And I think I timed it well to get my reverse stamping images on without having to use a sticky base. This is a pretty polish. If I wear it on its own, I would put 3 coats on. And I probably should have put a 3rd coat on the nails that were naked. So I'm going to do this molecule there. And then I'm going to do my oxygen element on my ring finger. And I'm going to put this on my thumb. I timed it pretty well where I didn't have to put the sticky base on. My top coat was a perfect amount of dry and still a little bit sticky. I'm just using my little tweezerman tool here because it has a sharp edge, so I can kind of cut off the excess of the stamp. And I'm also going to kind of trim it off the end. And then I'm going to clean up one last time. I'm going to use my Apipila smudge-free top coat on my stamping images. I'm going to let that dry completely. And then I'll go in with another layer of top coat. I think these turned out great for periodic table day. Yay! I'm going to let you guys see these in different lighting so you can see how pretty the Great Lakes Lacquer is. And it'll be a good reference for me to come back and look at. This Great Lakes Lacquer polish is so pretty. I love that subtle shift in there. It's such a soft, delicate polish. And the stamping turned out really good, and it really stands out. Well, those are my periodic table day nails, which I celebrated on Saturday the 7th. So check out my last video that shows my stamping. And I thank you so much for coming by and watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.